First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity tonight to speak. I'm thankful to be joined by my wife and my family. Very reason that I'm here, as well as to bail me out of jail if necessary. I was threatened the last month on Facebook that me coming here and contacting board members was a form of harassment. So she's here if funds. But I do appreciate, Mr. Chairman, you allowing me to speak. This is a very important afternoon. The reason today is so important is because tonight you will have the opportunity to change the trajectory of every child in Muskogee County by voting to remove Dr. John Phillips and stopping him from further destroying our public school system. Dr. Phillips has brought with his tenure in our school system division amongst our elected school board members. He has spent money on building new schools in the richest, whitest of neighborhoods, while shutting down schools in the poor black neighborhoods, even though one of those schools performed at an astonishing level. Dr. Phillips is personally taking away needed funds from our schools. Mr. Russell discussed that due to his magnanimous salary of $17,000 per month as a part-time temporary interim superintendent. Mr. Phillips thinks that paying well over $500,000 to a law firm per year and flat out refusing to ask for public bids to represent our public school board is the right thing to do. Well, I personally challenge Dr. Phillips tonight to put his money where his mouth is. If he cares the way he claims he does about our children, then take a cut in pay. Admit to the public that you are overpaid, and the public shelling out $17,000 a month is neither right, nor is it providing a better education for our students. Certainly, with the amount of money that we pay the so-called cabinet of administrators, which is over $1 million a year, there is someone that is qualified to step up and to fill the need until a permanent superintendent can be found. Personally, I've been told by 3 different principals, several teachers, that they recommend Dr. Gibson to step up and to lead us until we can find a permanent superintendent. If there is not a person, though, that is qualified amongst this cabinet, perhaps it's time to reevaluate who is on this cabinet and invest our money on a group of people that is qualified. I, as a proud citizen of Columbus, Georgia, ask each of the 5 elected board members to work together and to stop Dr. Phillips from completely dismantling our public school system. Our children's future is in your hands tonight. With one vote, you can make a huge difference. You, as elected public servants, were sent by your respective districts to represent your neighbors, your friends, your children, and you should be tired of hearing school board business on the 6 o'clock news in the Ledger Inquirer before you hear it from the superintendent. A few of you actually admitted that you had no idea about the 2 schools being closed until you heard it from the media. How can this board adequately conduct the business we elected you to do with a superintendent that refuses to ask for your input? Then, without any time to delay a vote or to look for alternative solutions, Dr. Phillips paints a life or death scenario that leaves this board with no choice but to make an uninformed, spur-of-the-moment vote. I hope each of you take a moment tonight and remember each time Dr. Phillips has done this to you. Remember every time you were forced to vote without all the information. Remember how uncomfortable it is to stand before the public, feeling like Dr. Phillips has dropped a bomb in your lap. Unfortunately, I cannot personally fire him or vote not to keep him on. But the public and I can certainly vote for or each of you according to your vote. And finally, I must also ask the 2 newest school board members, the senior in this moment, to evaluate your voting records. Ms. Senior, in this moment, each of you campaign as agents of change. No more of the same, you both have said. I humbly ask you both to stop being rubber stamps for this superintendent's fall agenda. Prayerfully tonight, the public will see just why we elected each of you, and you will not vote to keep Dr. Phillips. I expect Mr. Wells to keep his friends, and Mr. Wells can expect not to return to this board next year. Thank you for your time.